Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is another episode of Disturbing the Peace. And this is basically a platform where the madam just gives y'all what y'all don't want to hear. Okay? That's why we disturbing your peace. Because if you have peace for something like this, you part of the problem. So this so-called pastor on TikTok is talking to this server that brought him a little small glass of water, and he's basically going on about, I need an adult size glass of water for my video. Like, what are you doing? And after he done sent her away, he tells the cameraman to, delete that. But unbeknownst to him, baby, they're live. And what I love about live TV, right? Ain't no backup, ain't no rewind, ain't no delete and start all over. Start all over by apologizing to that young lady. How about that? As a minister, as a pastor, that you're up here gaslighting and now not taking no accountability for your behavior, but you got everything to say about this young lady. And the comments, folks, they saying the same thing. Now, granted, most people gonna be like, the normal. The main thing that people are saying is, she caused you to sin. I hear certain pastors say stuff like that. I'm starting to hear certain pastors say stuff like this too. And what it makes me feel is angry. Because you up here influencing and talking, standing on status and your title, giving people that faulty advice, being your true self, but then backpedaling. Boy, they ought to put some reverse lights and a beep on you the way you backpedal your behavior. Delete it. You see, this is a great example. No, sir, you're the example of what not to do and what not to be when you out here supposed to be talking about righteousness. You are the example. You could have told that young lady, you know what, can I get a larger glass instead of this? Instead of saying all that extra stuff, it wasn't necessary. But nobody wants to hold these people accountable for their behavior and their actions or their words. Why? Y'all scared? What you gonna do to me? What can you do to me? You wrong. As what's the lady, Christy? I love her. I hope I can get her to follow me too. She said, you out of order. All out of order. But you in good company. Because you and the rest of the clergymen act just like this. She caused you to sin. Can't nobody cause you to sin. Sin is a choice. Just like you choose to pick up that fork and put that food in your mouth that you know ain't good for you. Just like you choose to snort that crack or shoot up that heroin or drink that beer when you know you done had one too many. It is a choice. Can't nobody make you do anything. And when you choose unrighteousness, guess what? It makes you unrighteous. So before you try to tell somebody this is a great example of what not to do, you should be talking about yourself. Period. Y'all better stop y'all foolishness up here. And I guarantee you, more and more people gonna follow him just because of this video. How many views? It already got 859,000 views. Misinformation. Misguided. Y'all gotta stop following people like this, because they leading you down a path that you're not gonna know how to turn around from. You just gonna keep digging down into that hole. And you're going to sit around and wonder, why is it so dark down here? Why am I hungry? Why am I thirsty? Why can't I get my fresh tan? Because you're deep down in this hole where light can't reach you, and you keep digging. Because you don't want to take accountability for yourself. But you want to hold everybody around you accountable for their behavior. How, Sway? Not on this episode of Disturbing the Peace. Y'all better cut it out. Because the madam said y'all need to cut it out. Because it ain't right. Y'all better start holding these so-called leaders accountable for their behavior. Because they the one leading. In the presence of leadership, I follow. In the absence of leadership, I lead. Peace and love.